Okay, chalo. So very good evening to all of you. I found module V difficult. Who is here? आपका कीर्ति. Why so? ठीक है. What was your score in आपका PPV? First tell me. What is your PPV score, ma'am? If you have score आपका 55-60, then you are good to go. ठीक है. Just attempt the module wise mock and all. But if your score in PPB is less, then you have to go through once आपका. Okay. हाँ, then you have to definitely go through once आपका. ठीक है. So similar set of questions you will see in your PPB also. So what I can do in this particular case, ma'am, will be adding आपका once we'll आपका do the final revision tomorrow. ठीक है. So I'll be adding more and more question. I'll try कि आपका put some sort of आपका unit wise questions and all. ठीक है. So that will help you out in quick revision itself. All right. Or else what you can do, you can just revise through the first, like at least go through once that concept PDF, not the entire video, because there is no point to watching that particular video and all. ठीक है. For the another part आपका, ठीक है, for the practice is something which will help you in that case, and you'll see similar set of questions as part of your that PVB subject and all, right? तो सी आपका हाँ then just practice आपका unit wise और module mock. Okay, that's it. Practice the unit wise and module mock, right? Okay, chalo. Other guys, very good evening. Any other issue? We have okay, Vinod sir is here. Pradeep sir, Srikant sir, Shravan sir, Indra ma'am, Raju sir. Very good evening to all of you guys. कैसे हैं सब लोग? All good? Audio and video is perfect. Everything is fine from my side, right? So today we will be going through our module D and that additional study material part also. So we will be discussing all those particular areas, and we'll try to build the concept as well as practice areas and all. So the only thing like what I can suggest to everyone guys, ki just focus on the see here you will see the similar set of questions. Like there is a difference between PPB and this particular examination that I have told you every day. Reason being, in PPB that is something around the your general banking practices and all, so which sometimes we underestimate about when it comes to guidelines, rule and others. That is normal human tendency. But when it comes to RBWM, things are like whatever part of the contents or even these questions which we are practicing here, so similar set of areas you will see in your examination also. ठीक है. Yes, चलो. तो when it comes to आपका we'll start discussion one by one. ठीक है. So when it comes to module D, it include areas like आपका wealth management and investment management. Okay, so these are the areas. So when it comes to wealth management and investment management, this is something आपका this is a new areas where nowadays bank are exploring. Okay. So this is the services which we are generally providing to the आपका HNI customers or the organizations, those who are like to the wealthy customers and all. Okay. So it is something where we are trying to provide some sort of one-stop solutions to the customers, you know, right? Tax planning आपका again income tax, your module C, and here they have put more emphasis on the that different sections or the आपका rebate which we generally get from those particular one. Other financial services, there was one topic in IIFS आपका module D, so that is a kind of a summary of this one. Okay? So these are the two things which is bit new. Otherwise these last two things which you guys are aware of. Okay? So one by one we'll be going through all these particular, then we'll come to the additional reading material. Okay? And next session will be the final session, so where we will be discussing the case studies, means आपका the numericals आपका, ठीक है, numericals in the other areas which are related to this one. ठीक है. तो first आपका wealth management. So when it comes to wealth management, it is something where we are providing some sort of one-stop solution to the customers. ठीक है. We are trying to fulfill their overall requirements or financial requirements, it is like how they can invest their whatever wealth they have generally created in different financial products and all, and how they can generate the maximum return, or how they can achieve the financial goal, right? So assess the client current financial situation, and when it comes to current financial situation, it include the social, basically the earning aspect and others. Apart from this, the age group and others, that also matter again. So let's say if a person who is about to retire, or if a person who recently joined organization, the risk appetite is completely different in both the cases, and accordingly you have to आपका plan. And even sometimes customer itself, they generally ask for some sort of financial products and all. So that is something which we generally try to cater through this. Identify the financial goal, what they want to achieve financially. Design a customized plan to meet those goals. Implement financial strategies. Monitor a result and review the plan itself. Okay? If any changes are required, so actively we can make those particular areas. Okay? So asset allocation management means आपका investing in different securities. Tactical management, use best strategies and alternative to achieve the financial goals. And diversified management आपका offer flexible solutions tailored to the client needs आपका. So diversification is the core principle of the investment itself, where we are generally helping, like we are basically reducing the concentration risk, and we are making a balanced risk and return approach as well, right? The common wealth management product आपका, so basically we have alternative assets like आपका bonds, corporate fixed deposit, maturity plans, debentures, insurance, mutual fund, systematic investment plan under mutual fund, portfolio management services, real estate services, retirement planning, strategic business strategy, and will writing also. So these are the core services which we generally offer to the customers under the wealth management services and all, right? So when it comes to the benefit, it is a relationship based approach where we are becoming kind of one-stop solution for the customer. Creation of financial plan, like which are generally aligned with the financial goal of the customers. Eliminating of financial stress, how to achieve those particular goals. So if it is well managed and others, it is easily doable. Personalized services आपका kind of one-to-one services which we are giving as per the customer current status or as per their financial plan. So every individual having different goal or different wealth status, accordingly we are providing services to them. ठीक है? Yes प्रदीप सर, very good evening. चलो, तो इसके अलावा अगर हम लोग बात करें जैसे सर्विसेज, वी हैव म्यूचुअल फंड्स आपका, apart from mutual funds, ठीक है, types of mutual funds is also part of this one. ठीक है, you remember this topic, right? INIFS आपका मॉड्यूल D, वन डेडिकेटेड यूनिट्स इन डिटेल. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे they just have given the introduction type and others, but was in detail आपका. ठीक है, so सारे like जैसे equity mutual fund, where basically this is something where these are risky investment. ठीक है, so as per the risk appetite of the customer itself. ठीक है, let's say as I give an example, there is a recently college pass out candidate who recently got job and he want to invest in market and others. ठीक है, so his risk appetite is higher, he can take higher risk आपका because he have entire life to earn and all. ठीक है, compared to a person who is getting retired within 2 months or आपका 2 years or 5 years or 10 years, right? So this is आपका more suitable to that particular person. When it comes to debt funds, it is something for that retired person, ठीक है, who is going to be retired in next few or recently got retired and others. So with that retired corpus, they can invest in debt securities and all. Balance is a combination. आपका sectorial fund is something where basically when it comes to sectorial funds आपका, ठीक है, we generally invest in different sectors like आपका your let's say आपका as an investor you will opt आपका कि let's say there are 5 sectors: banking, automobiles and others. So accordingly you just have to opt one sectors, and in that sector in which companies are going that investment is generally going to make, that is generally decided by the your fund manager or by the AMC itself. Okay, equity linked saving scheme आपका, ठीक है, so this was something where which is related to income tax purposes under ATC 1,50,000 with 3 year lock-in period. This is something where investors are making investment and their investment got invested in the market itself. Open-ended, which is like आपका buy sell is available. Close-ended, where we have some sort of lock-in period and all, right? याद है ये सब आप लोगों को? हाँ है ना? If you are having any doubt, so you can mention into the comment section also. ठीक है? Life insurance, again this we have discussed. ठीक है? Convertible bonds which can be converted into equities आपका. ठीक है? ELSs, this we have discussed. ठीक है? AMCs which generally manage the entire mutual funds areas and all, that generally comes under this particular one. Okay, so let's start with the discussion. So first question on your screen, please quickly go through the question. So which of the following statement about the wealth management structure and processes are correct? So what will be your correct answer? हाँ आयुष सर एक सेशन में हुआ, मैं कॉल बैक करूँ सेशन के बाद? जस्ट मिनट, हाँ मैं मैडम को बोल दूँ क्या, वो ले सकती हैं? हाँ हाँ हाँ, नहीं 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 वो फ्री है तो मैं उनको बोल देता हूँ हाँ ठीक, ओके सर, थैंक यू। हाँ हाँ ओके, सो व्हाट विल बी योर करेक्ट आंसर गाइस? माय ऑडियो इज फाइन ना? मैंने कुछ म्यूट तो नहीं किया ना? Okay, Srikant sir is saying option D. Other people, guys, what you suggest? Vinod sir. So a wealth management professional is professional in large bank usually possess more expertise in equity portfolio structuring and technical rebalancing than the employed in investment firm. No, okay. When it comes to आपका investment firms, ठीक है, they are having more expertise in आपका investment related areas. Wealth management is basically like it is something like they are making goal आपका, ठीक है, they are helping as per the customer की where they should invest, where this actually get invested that is generally आपका advised by the investment firms and all, ठीक है. So this is आपका wrong first statement. Just a minute, हाँ सेल्फी मोड पर कर दिया आयुष का ना? हाँ जी कर। सेकेंड स्टेटमेंट आपका डाइवर्सिफाइड मैनेजमेंट primarily focus on maximizing short-term gain for high net worth clients and this second one. So diversified management primarily focus on maximizing. No, it is when it comes to this आपका, so this is related to long term one only. Third one is asset allocation management aim to balance risk by shifting investment across the categories. The fourth one, technical management, middle management basically, ठीक है, involve selecting appropriate method to achieve financial goals. Sorry, technical, evaluating the alternative and choosing the suitable tactics. The next one is आपका a core characteristics of wealth management is process of aligning all aspect of the client financials. Like these are the 1 to 3 4 5 means option D will be right answer for this particular question. Very good. Next one guys, next one. Okay, sorry guys. So next one आपका ठीक है. So when it comes to the next question, so please quickly go through the questions. So first, alternative assets are generally found in all traditional investment. No, earlier these were not available. ठीक है. Now like mutual product like mutual funds और आपका ELS scheme and all. ठीक है. So this generally something आपका what we can say with the evolution in banking sectors and all, they also grow to a financial sector. Valuing alternative assets can be challenging due to unique and unconventional in nature. They are not आपका kind of like sometime they're linked with the multiple, their pricing is linked with the multiple tools and all, so sometime it become difficult. Alternative आपका ठीक है like collectibles like sports cards, rare stamps and others ठीक है, so they also comes under this one ठीक है. So this is alternative investment is something, sorry I just went wrong आपका. So this is something which is not the structured product like mutual funds and all. So alternative is something where we have like some people they used to preserve some old आपका things ना like currency note or आपका some antiques and others, so they are also kind of an investments ठीक है. So their value with time also grow ठीक है. Some people used to store the paintings and others ठीक है. So their value is also increased by that particular one. They are not traded somewhere, they are not basically available for the आपका in general purpose and all ठीक है. So auction based things that generally lead to their valuations and all, so that generally comes under this one ठीक है. तो alternative investment which is differ from the market investments आपका ठीक है. In case of market investments where we are having product available in the market, they can be sold आपका or they can be purchased at any time and there are number of buyers sellers for them. But when it comes to alternate आपका these like the antiques and others, they generally comes under this one ठीक है. हाँ okay, now check please. So consider the following statement about the different type of government bonds. So these are the different type of government bonds. Very simple one, very easy one. Please go through these particular one by one. If you are having doubt with related to anyone, please do let me know so I can like discuss that particular point. Fixed rate bonds maintain a constant interest rate throughout the bond tenures. Floating rate bonds pay a fixed interest rate plus a variable spread that changes every month आपका ठीक है. The third one is floating rate pay a fixed interest rate plus variable. No, okay. The next one is sovereign bonds allow investor to hold physical gold while earning tax-free interest आपका. Inflation linked bonds adjust with both principal and interest payments according to the inflation indices, and zero coupon bonds generate returns through the periodic interest payments and this. Okay, just a minute. The screen is black or what? Now it is. Just wait for 5 minutes. Do not eat my head. Yes, हाँ, now it is fine. Okay, तो fixed rate आपका when it comes to fixed rate bonds आपका they are generally they pay a fixed rate of interest आपका, and basically the bond, the interest is payable आपका mostly it is आपका biannual. Floating rate आपका where the rate of interest keep changing, which is linked with some indices and all. Sovereign gold bonds allow investor to hold physical golds. No, it is आपका e-gold. Now government roll out this scheme also because at the time of payment the bond prices or the gold prices went आपका very high. So government is also very clever in this particular one. So last year only they draw back this particular scheme because the gold prices was on fire, right? Inflation link, where the prices link with the आपका like basically it is to protect the real income, ठीक है? So this we have discussed all these particular one type of bonds, ठीक है? So real income, which is your nominal income minus inflation, ठीक है? So that is आपका real income, right? So to protect the impact of inflation, sometime what happen in case of inflation bond, let's say you have invested 100 rupees at the rate of 7% per annum for 10 years, ठीक है? Let's say, so now during that period, suppose that if inflation rate during this particular period was, let's say earlier we was assuming average inflation of 5, but during this period average inflation was supposed that 8%, your investment will go into negative. So to protect, like that means for you have invested for 10 years and you get nothing from that particular investment, right? So zero coupon bonds generate return through the periodic interest payments during, no, when it comes to zero coupon bond, they get issued on discount basis, right? So 1 and 4 only. So A will be right answer for. Achha, any doubt? Because there are only 2 people who answer for this one. Why, guys? Why? Who will answer this question? Why? Why only 2 answers, guys? What happened? ये तो बहुत आसान था. Indra ma'am is also saying option C. Okay, so wealth manager assist client by managing taxation, saving, and advising on asset restructuring. That is true. The next one, a will automatically transfer to asset to legal hire as per the Succession Act, regardless of the person's wishes. That is wrong. So will is something like, let's say, how how the distribution of that wealth will happen after the when that particular person dies. So it is as per the person's wishes, not आपका without the person's wishes. So किसको जाना चाहिए, who should get benefited from that particular one, that is mentioned in will itself, right? Private wealth management include financial planning for corporations and trust. So when it comes to आपका private wealth management, it should be आपका usually for individuals and individuals with आपका moderate to high income. Writing a will help prevent family conflict. So after death there is no facade. to आपका to handle that particular one. So will is a document, a legal document, so which will prevent that particular facade, right? That's 100% true. Personal financial planning is just about investing money in mutual fund and stock. No, it is achieving about the financial goal and all. If a person dies without bill, the assets are distributed according to the law, which may differ from the DC's personal wishes and all. Again, 100% true, right? So if you do not write any will, so in that particular case, आपका ठीक है, the things will be kind of driven through the the based on the related law, and that law will distribute the amounts and all, right? So very good, guys. Option C is the right answer for this particular question. Next one. Which of the following statement correctly describe the benefit of wealth management? So benefit of wealth management. So wealth management use relationship-based approach to understand client need. Wealth management follow fixed investment plan. No. Customize आपका ठीक है as per the customer requirements. Wealth management help eliminate financial stress by prioritizing financial decisions. Every client is assigned a dedicated wealth manager who personalize financial strategies. Wealth manager focus only on short term. Major primary focus is long term. Flexible investment approach allow modification of strategies based on the market आपका conditions. Yes. So 1346 means option B will be right answer for this particular one. Very good. Well done. Very simple question again आपका ठीक है. I hope every point is clear from this particular one. Next one. So wealth management, and you have to find out the correct statement again. So wealth management carefully, wealth management focus on accumulating saving rather than the strategic development of asset. It should be reverse आपका ठीक है. A comprehensive wealth management plan include identifying one's financial strength and addressing the challenges. Third statement, effectiveness of wealth management lies solely in investing in high risk. No, it is as per the risk appetite of the customer. Periodic monitoring of financial plan is essential to adopt the changing personal and economic conditions. Wealth management strategies aim not only to grow the wealth but also ensure financial security for one's dependent. After that goal we generally made through the insurance and all. To 2, 4 and 5. 2, 4 and 5 means option A will be right answer for this particular question. Sorry. Okay. So option A, आपका the only two statements were wrong. Okay. And statement option A, which is the right answer for this one. Next one, investment planning. Okay. So investment planning, आपका the basic steps, investments, investment banking, and आपका investment bank organization structure, front office, mid office, back office, portfolio management, objective of portfolio management, role of portfolio managers, portfolio management versus आपका investment banking team. So investment banking is much wider terms which generally help basically customers to achieve high return आपका ठीक है. Basically when it comes to investment management, they provide services like merchant bankings and others, so to help the corporate and HNI in different areas and all. So first, when it comes to the key element of investment, So it is called आपका risk return, safety and liquidity, ठीक है. और sometime mostly we relate with the risk and return trade off. So return is like when we are making some investment, so everyone having some sort of expectations from those particular investment. So higher the return, higher the risk, lower the return, lower the risk. So like if you invest in venture capital, so that is highest risk return payout. Yeah, so that if that venture capital or the idea work, so it can give you unlimited return. If you invest in saving accounts or FD, the risk is lower, but the return is also low in that case. Safety, then that is something आपका sometime you will see these two align with one आपका only, ठीक है. So safety, ensure investor receive their original investment back at maturity without any loss. Liquidity is something how easily we can convert that asset into cash, right? So liquidity allow investor to quickly and easily sell investment in market without high cost efforts or delays. So risk return and liquidity, this they are also known as trio of आपका investments, ठीक है. So we have these three areas which generally part of this particular one. Now apart from this, so when it comes to investment management, so it include investment management refer to the handling financial asset and other investment by a professional for clients. Client of investment managers can be either आपका individual or institutions. Investment manager include devising strategies and execute trade within the financial one, ठीक है. Now one thing when it comes to wealth management and investment management, ठीक है, wealth is all the investment areas, ठीक है. Like this is investment, it can be like certain amount we are investing in stocks or in some specific areas, but when it comes to wealth, the overall financial goal of that person, ठीक है. Let's say the difference, one person when it comes to wealth management, it is education, आपका home और आपका marriage और आपका some other things, retirements, these are the wealth management, ठीक है. But when it comes to investment, this is kind of a subsystem under this wealth management, how to get maximum ROI from the आपका invested securities and all, or in whatever amount we are investing in the market itself, ठीक है. Investment manager usually compensated by a management fee, a percentage of value of portfolio held for the client. So it is like, let's say if you are having 1 crore rupees portfolio, so we can have like, let's say management fee of 1%, and on profit we are charging 2% or 3%. Okay? These kind of negotiations or agreements can be exist between the आपका client and portfolio managers. It range from 0.35 to 2% annually. Also fee are typically on slide scale. The more assets a client has, the lower the fee they can negotiate. The average management fee is 1% in this particular case. So this is basically how they are negotiating on this particular one itself. So the steps involved in investment planning, decide the investment goal where we want to invest आपका, ठीक है, or tax planning or the return in others. Investor, so tailor to the investors, primarily aiming to maximize the return and minimize the risk. Secondary goal is income, capital gain, tax savings and liquidity and safety. Analyze securities. Let's say if a person having 1 crore rupees, so where we can invest this particular one, and what type of goal we want to achieve through this one. We want to save taxes, or we want to invest in have some sort of leverages from the capital gain or something else. Analysis securities, we have multiple securities available in market, so where we should invest this one so we can achieve these particular goal. Fundamental and technical analysis to assess the whether securities are under or overvalued. If undervalued we should buy, and if overvalued we should sell. Undervalued means, let's say there is a shares whose current market price is supposed at 100 rupees, and after the calculation of EPS we reach ki the actual value, the market actual value should be 95. That means this share is overvalued, the prices will decline after some time and it will come down to 95. That means we should not invest in this one. If a share whose value is 100, but after your EPS P calculation the value is coming 110, that means this share is trading or the security is trading as undervalued, so obviously the prices will increase in near future, so you should buy these kind of areas. Construction of portfolio after selecting the securities, we will start making investment, evaluating the portfolio performance existing आपका, ठीक है, and then revision of portfolio आपका, like if there is some changes in the interest of investor or some market conditions in others, so we can change those particular one. Next one, when it comes to investment offices, so investment banks, their offices are like 3 offices: front, mid and back office. ठीक है, front office which is generally related to आपका dealings, tradings, they generally do involve in buying and selling activities. Mid office is generally आपका for risk management, back office for the आपका settle one-to-one settlement and reconciliation process. ठीक है, तो when it comes to investment आपका banks, their overall organization structure or offices, the first, front office, client facing activities, this get asked many time, please do take care about this team. So front office where आपका dealers, they are interacting with the or the wealth portfolio managers or the investment bankers, they are dealing with the clients, and on behalf of client or on a proprietary position they are making investment, buying, selling. ठीक है, so trading means buy sell, investment banking, advisory services which generate revenue. Middle office is generally known for risk management through आपका MIS, compliances, and ensure that bank operation are in line with the regulatory requirements or even bank own risk appetite policies also. Back office आपका which provide critical support services such as operation, technology, settlements, majorly आपका when it comes to risk wise settlement, one-to-one settlements, and that reconciliation job which is generally done by the back office. This get asked many times, so please do take care about this. Differences between investment banking and investment management and investment banking. So investment management focus on helping client achieve investment goal by managing their money. Client can include individual and institutions. Investment managers deal with equities, bonds in this. तो की रोल आपका फाइनेंशियल स्टेटमेंट एनालिसिस, पोर्टफोलियो एलोकेशन, इक्विटी रिसर्च, फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग इन दिस. इन्वेस्टमेंट बैंकिंग व्हेन इट कम्स टू फोकस ऑन कॉर्पोरेट फाइनेंस, like आपका IPO और underwritings and all these kind of activities, they generally comes under this particular function. ठीक है, client include companies and governments. ठीक है, let's say if government is raising some debt or some client is coming up with some bond or आपका debentures or IPO and others. ठीक है, so they generally help in these many areas: issuing bonds, underwriting, handling merger and acquisitions, managing IPOs and all. So these are the one very important one again. ठीक है, so investment management versus investment banking आपका. So these are the two different one which you have to remember, right? Objectives of portfolio management: so capital appreciation, maximum return, improve the overall efficiency, risk optimization, allocating resources, ensuring flexibility and protecting earning against आपका market risk. Next one आपका, so when it comes to the key elements of portfolio management, it is first आपका asset allocation, then आपका diversification, and third one is rebalancing. ठीक है, asset allocation is basically we are making investment in different securities आपका. ठीक है, we are basically we are following the diversification rule or the other one as per the customer risk appetite. Second one आपका diversifications. ठीक है, and third one rebalancing is something कि we are having regular check on the existing portfolios, and if there is some changes required, accordingly we do it. Like because all these investment are subject to market risk. If market is behaving in some adverse direction, or if your research and study says कि market might go in some adverse direction, so we can use these particular one and we can accordingly adjust our overall areas. Key differences between portfolio management services, PMS, and mutual fund, again important. ठीक है, so when it comes to आपका customization, PMS is आपका one-to-one customer. ठीक है, let's say if we have a customer, so according to the requirement of customers, we are customizing the investment. But when it comes to mutual fund, customization is limited. Like you can select the sector, but in within that sector which companies we are going to invest, that is generally decided by the fund managers. Okay. You can select small cap, mid cap, large cap, but in small cap or mid cap in which companies we are going to invest, that is decided by the fund manager, right? Here we have kind of one-to-one interaction with the client. Okay? Here we have a general interaction with a group of customers. Engagement, personalized interaction, and here we have low investor in आपका engagement. Okay? Let's say if you invest in mutual funds, you never met with that person who is handling your funds, right? But in case of PMS services, you as a fund owners, you will be having one-to-one meetings with the fund managers, right? Fee structure. So mutual funds आपका फिक्स द एंट्री एग्जिट एंड ऑल, बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू पीएमएस दिस इज लिंक आपका लाइक द इनिशियल द ओवरऑल पोर्टफोलियो का सम परसेंटेज, एंड ऑल्सो वी ऑल्सो मेक सम सॉर्ट ऑफ कमिटमेंट कि वॉट एवर द प्रॉफिट उसका सर्टेन पोर्शंस डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. ठीक है. एसेट ओनरशिप, इन्वेस्टर डायरेक्टली ओन द एसेट, हियर इन्वेस्टर ओन द यूनिट्स आपका. ठीक है. सो लेट्स से in PMS if you are buying some shares, the shares are directly in the name of investor, but here you are in the form of आपका AM, that the equities in the name of AMC, but you are having some sort of units आपका. Investment size, ठीक है, usually in it is low in mutual fund आपका. In PMS it is generally आपका higher, like let's say require a minimum investment of 50 lakhs आपका. ठीक है. So 4 type of portfolio management services. The one is आपका active portfolio management. This is again very important one. Please do remember this one. I have already shared these particular आपका notes in your courses. Just after this session also I'll upload this one. So you can easily revise these things. The only thing is I have changed the design. Indra ma'am and आपका Pradeep sir, Vinod sir, Srikant sir. So I have organized in bit well manners. I found this design. I did only designing things and all. Other content is same, which is static. So do not get आपका कि this is something new or that is something new. That is same आपका. So active portfolio management. So we can have active. Active basically where that portfolio manager is having an eye on that portfolio on daily basis or whenever it is required changes. Passive is like they are investing your money, they are locking for 6 months, 1 year and others. Discretionary and आपका non discretionary. तो पहले active and आपका passive aim to outperform the market index like Nifty and all. Involve active trading based on institutional research, higher risk but आपका higher return. Passive is आपका mimics the performance of market index through the indexing. Low transaction cost आपका, minimal tradings. Once we have invested in areas and all, we're just watching those one, and on a regular interval, like let's say within 1 month or 6 months, we are reviewing the portfolio. If we need to change, we simply changing. But here we are actively doing buying, selling and all, right? So lower risk and return is aligned with the market return. Okay? Discretionary आपका full control is given to the portfolio manager, suitable for investor who have limited time knowledge. Involve higher fee due to more decision making responsibility. Portfolio managers only give suggestions आपका. ठीक है. In case of non discretionary, investor make final decision. PMS act as advisory role in these kind of areas. ठीक है. चलो next one, please go through this. So advantages of PMS. Professional management. You are getting some sort of आपका professional management. A person who is having or who is highly आपका expertise in some in that particular business. So who is going to handle your portfolio. Continuous monitoring is there. Or in case of active portfolio management, it is like on trade to trade basis, daily basis. Risk control, expert person is also having, like whenever they are suggesting some products and all, obviously they will be suggesting doing some sort of hedging and all. Hassle free operations आपका PMS handle administrative task. आपका provide daily updates and all. Flexibility, portfolio manager have flexibility in cash handling and asset allocation and transparency also. So this is your money and these are the securities where we have invested that particular money, and the ownership belongs to the investor itself, not to the PMS company and all, right? So SEBI introduced portfolio management services regulation with effective from 2020. So there are some guidelines आपका, and you all know now these type of guidelines are a bit important. No upfront fee, operational fee cannot exceed आपका 0.50% of per annum, ठीक है, of the client average asset under management. Maximum exit load can be 3% in first year, 2% in आपका second year, 1% in third year, none after 3 years. Okay? If that person is managing that particular portfolio or keeping that particular portfolio, so there, like after 3 years, though there should not be applied any sort of exit load and all. Client must be onboarded directly, avoiding intermediary and distributors. CAs must be certified portfolio managers. ठीक है. Net worth आपका 5 crores. Monthly report are mandatory, detailing performance, cash handling and everything. So you have to disclose and submit to the customers also. ठीक? Apart from this, additional आपका regulation, PMS operators must disclose scheme detail investors quarterly and align with the mutual fund distributors. Performance report must be include portfolio composition where we have invested or securities or goods or the other one. ठीक है. Certified distributor with MFI, Association of Mutual Funds in India, registration NISM आपका, these are the certifications which are generally conducted by NISM about the portfolio management, and this is the name of आपका certifications. हाँ, ठीक है. Clearance are mandatory. So the person who is handling that particular one, so they must clear this particular certificate. Market trends आपका, ठीक है. Equities have seen a rise in PMS investment, while real estate and mutual fund face challenges in past few years. SEBI aligned with PMS with mutual fund industry for investor friendliness, consistency, transparency, and curb misleading and also, right? So these are the most important concept part आपका from this particular unit. Now time for practice. Investment management, and you have to find out the correct statement. Your turn, guys. So management fee for investment portfolio are typically fixed regardless of the portfolio size. No, it is आपका, it depend, higher the portfolio size, lower the fee, right? Fundamental analysis help in identifying whether the security is underpriced or overpriced. 100% true. ठीक है. So fundamental analysis, where let's say if you are doing fundamental analysis of a company, that means you are checking the balance sheet of last 5 years, profit and loss account, cash flow, investment, ठीक है. Fund flow statement also, how they have allocated their आपका the overall asset buildings and others, ठीक है. Revision of portfolio is done only when the portfolio has achieved, no, it can be in between. Well diversified portfolio usually carries more risk, no, less risk आपका diversification. Investment management include coordinating a client portfolio with their life goals such as retirement and estate planning. Yes, so 2 and 5, 2 and 5 means option C. Very good, well done, all are correct here. ठीक है. Rani ma'am, option C, if you have answer for this particular question, so option C will be right answer for this particular question. ठीक है, चलो next one. This question is again very important, it get asked many times, so please do take care about this. True about the organizational structure and function of investment banking. ठीक है. तो we have आपका front office, mid office and आपका back office. Front office is for the trading, execution of deal, one-to-one interaction with the clients. Mid office risk management. तो this is for आपका trade. and this is for your आपका risk management, and the third one is आपका settlement, ठीक है, settlement and reconciling also, ठीक है, but settlement comes to the primary function of this one. So what will be your correct answer, guys? The first one आपका the front office responsible for generating revenue through functions like investment banking, sales and others, 100% true. Mid office is primarily responsible for managing customer relationship and executing trade. No, this is front office. This is again about the front office. The back office is आपका for operation and technology. Yes, true है. Risk management compliances and this comes under the middle office. बिल्कुल सही है. The research department in front office issue report on companies and industries. This is also true. Back office is involved in making capital raising decision. No. Underwriting securities. This is by front office. So 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3, 4, 5 means option A only will be right answer for this one. Very good. Well done, guys. Very good. So option A only will be correct answer for this particular question. Next one, regarding the portfolio management. Okay, so sorry, I have to hide myself. So when it comes to first statement आपका, ठीक है, portfolio management always guarantee no, ठीक है, we are investing in market, so there is no guarantee. Portfolio manager provides same investment plan to client with similar income. No, we treat each and every single account as a different, ठीक है, and it should be get treated different आपका because you are charging from them, and everyone having different risk appetite or different financial goal and all. One of the objective of portfolio management is to improve the efficiency and diversification. Next one, portfolio management involve evaluating trade-off between risk and return across various asset classes. Portfolio management beneficial investor who lack time in this, true. So 3, 4, 5 means option D will be right answer for this particular one. Very good, easy one, guys. I hope you guys are able to find out आपका कि हाँ what type of questions what we can create from these particular one and how to answer those, right? Next one, portfolio management in investment banking, and you have to find out the true statement. Musky, no, come here. Next one, guys. Investment banking primarily manages client existing wealth to generate a return. That is wrong. Portfolio management is tailored specifically for client who want to raise. No, investment banking is suitable for them. Next one, portfolio management client already have funds with which are them managed by the professionals. It can be. The fourth one, investment banking is considered sell side of finance. Yes, it can be sell side investment banking. हाँ बिल्कुल सही है, ठीक है. So investment banking, see why it is called sell side आपका, ठीक है. If you guys having doubt around this, because like let's say we are providing underwriting services, IPO, we are आपका providing issue of buyback of shares or issue of shares, we are providing services like bonds or any other things आपका, ठीक है, corporate to corporate clients and all. And investment policy statements is created in portfolio management to match investment strategies with client need. Yes, true. So 3, 4, 5 means option C will be right answer for this particular question. C will be right answer for this one. ठीक है. अच्छा, okay, Kirti ma'am only answer this particular one. Rest all are wrong. Nobody answer why. Next one, differences between PMS and mutual funds. Very easy one again, guys. Quickly go through the question. PMS offer higher degree of customization tailor specifically to investors goal. First statement आपका. Second one, okay, first you guys go through the question, then I'll explain. So PMS offer higher degree of customization tailored specifically to investor goal. Mutual fund allow directly own shares company, no unit only. PMS minimum investment is 50 lakh as per SEBI. PMS portfolio management engage directly and personally with investors, unlike mutual funds have limited engagement. Mutual funds charge performance based fee, no, ठीक है, they have fixed आपका entry load only, no exit, sorry, only exit load, ठीक है. While PMS आपका mutual fund they have only exit load, and when it comes to आपका PMS they have service fee, apart from they can have sharing in the profit also. So 134 means option B will be right answer for this particular question. Correct है. नेक्स्ट वन आपका सेबी रेगुलेशन ऑन पोर्टफोलियो मैनेजमेंट सर्विसेज, द गाइडलाइंस आपका ऑफ सेबी रिगार्डिंग पीएमएस. पीएमएस अपफ्रंट फी आपका 1% of the client average AUM. So this is आपका when it comes to exit load 3 to 1, ठीक है, and after 3 years no, ठीक है. So third 1 year 3, 2 year 2%, 3 year आपका 1%, beyond 3 years no, ठीक है. तो first one is wrong, no upfront fee is allowed आपका. Then exit load आपका it can be 3% in this, true है. Portfolio managers must have a minimum net worth of 5 crore rupees certified by CA, true है. Next one, monthly performance report must be included, portfolio composition, cash handling and others. SEBI new rule mandate operational fee exclude brokerage cannot exceed 0.50% of आपका asset under management. This is also true. So 2345 means option D will be right answer for this particular question. Very good. So all these things we have gone through just now also. Take the next one. Okay. Next topic itself. Next topic we have your tax planning. Here we have areas like income tax structure, financial year, assessment year, previous year. We have concept of financial year and assessment year. आपका term related to income tax, avoid this because this is आपका old one. Income tax आपका head, 5 head and others. Then we have income tax slab for individuals, and we have estate planning and capital gain. Okay, so these are the subtopics which are generally part of this one. Okay, so this topic start with the classification of taxes. We have two type of taxes. One is direct tax, another one is indirect tax. Okay, direct tax which cannot be transferred to someone else, like income tax, corporation tax. Indirect tax, the burden get transferred from seller to buyers. Eventually it is paid by the consumers and all. When it comes to differences between financial year, like let's say financial year is 2025, the current financial is 25-26. This is your financial year. Assessment year will be, for this financial year, assessment year will be आपका assessment year 2026-27. So basically financial year in which income is generated. Financial year is the year in which income is generated, and assessment year is the year in which taxes are assessed or paid, right? The financial year is the time period where income is earned. Assessment year follow the financial year, 25, 26, 26, 27. The period which tax return are filed. The financial year is when salaried professional businessmen and senior citizen earn their money, and assessment income was earned in the financial year get evaluated, and we file the ITR and everything. Taxation and evaluation are carried out in the assessment year to the income that has earned in the financial year. Income tax return are specialized form for the revaluation of revaluation and taxation for financial year. Income always earned in period known as financial year cannot be taxed prior to this, and after money has been earned by the individual, it will be evaluated for the purpose of taxation in the assessment year. Very simple one question for half marks or 1 marks you can expect based on this particular one, because they did not ask this particular question in your AFM also. So next one, resident status. When it comes to resident status, so resident as per Income Tax Act, resident can be a resident normal, RNOR, a resident not ordinary resident, and आपका NR, non-resident. So like we can have resident, we can have a resident not ordinary. They, like let's say a person who is earning more than 15 lakh, but he is a citizen of some other country where he is not a tax citizen. So in that case, or we can have non-resident and all. So the category which is generally defined like person as per section 2 subsection 31 of Income Tax Act 31, person would be these आपका. So like we can have आपका individuals like us, जैसे हम लोग सब आपका individual category के अंदर, we can have HUF, company, association of person or body of individual, AOP and आपका BOI, a local authority, or every artificial or judicial person who is not included in any of the above आपका. So they are generally categorized as individual. Now for tax purposes आपका resident status under the tax laws. So basically there are two rules आपका. When you have stayed in India for 182 days in previous financial year or 365 days in previous 4 आपका financial year, right? So you have, this is something which is important, this get asked. Please do आपका, they can give you statement also. So you have to be very comfortable with these two statements. So when we call resident of the country as per the Income Tax Act 1961, we have two laws. One is FEMA 1999 and this is आपका Income Tax Act. So as per Income Tax Act, for the tax purposes, you are a resident if you stay in India for 182 days and more, or in previous आपका 4 financial year 365 days, right? So stay in India for 182 and more, and आप, or this is or आपका stay in India 365 in this and आपका this. Amendment effective from this particular one earlier. This is also the total income आपका. So the total income excluding foreign sources exceed 15 lakh and there is no tax liability in the other country. If a person who is a resident of some other country, the total income of that particular person from Indian sources is 15 lakh and that person is not a tax resident of some other country. So this will be part of this one. So this is something, especially this norms will help you. They can give you case of आपका A and B and then they can ask you the questions and all. So you have to be very careful. PAN and आपका 10 number, tax deduction and collection account number, 10-digit alphanumeric number issued by the Income Tax Department to individual or entities, mostly आपका companies, for the tax TDS purposes. The number is used to track and identify TDS payments made by the taxpayer to the government आपका. That is your 10 tax identification number. PAN आपका for individual, permanent account number, again 10-digit alphanumeric code issued by the Income Tax Department to the individuals. So the PAN number is served as universally identification number individual entities आपका these आपका for the taxation purpose or for the accounting or computing their overall income in the sources of income and all. Okay. When it comes to the overall areas, the income tax head, so we have 5 head आपका, ठीक है. I hope you remember these one, ठीक है. So income from salary, the another one is income from house property, profit and gain from business and profession, income from capital gain, and income from other sources. ठीक है. So your income, like an individual or आपको person, ठीक है, they can generate income, आपका an individual that can generate income from these 5 multiple sources, or even like whatever sources you are generating income, that can be categorized among these 5 different sources आपका, ठीक है. Mostly we like आपका income from salary, या फिर आपका business profession, or if we have some investment capital gain, like आपका you got some interest on FDRD, so that is आपका other sources. You win a lottery, you won a lottery during that particular financial year, that will come under other sources and all, ठीक है. The next one is capital gain, ठीक है. So capital gain आपका, we have long term capital gain and short term capital gain, ठीक है. So let's say we have invested 1 lakh rupees, and after 3 years or after 2 years or after 5 years it become suppose that 5 lakh आपका, ठीक है. So we buy here this value and we sell this particular value, means your capital gain is आपका 4 lakh rupees from that particular investment. So it can be आपका, we can within 12 months in case of securities it is short term, or more than 12 months long term. In case of immovable properties and all, 36 months, less than that short term, more than that आपका long term. So according to section 45 of Income Tax Act, profit or gain arising from transfer of capital assets during the previous year are taxable under the capital gain provisions. This applies to both sale of physical assets. This additionally, money or asset received or SSC taxpayers from the insurer during the previous year due to incident like this, they are also subject matter of capital gain and all, right? So we have with indexation and without indexation, ठीक है. So आपका when it comes to short term आपका gain and we have long term gain, ठीक है. And indexation benefit are also there, especially in case of mutual funds or आपका long term assets also, ठीक है. So we can have these. I'll come up with some case study around this because this can be asked आपका, हाँ, ठीक है. In next session when we'll be doing आपका revision, so I'll definitely come up with one question around this case study and all, so you can relate that one. So when it comes to section 80C, so this is something related to deduction under 80C, आपको 1,50,000, and these are the different head which are eligible for the deductions and all. Overall limit is आपका 1,50,000, we all know. So Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana is also part of this, for the girl child. Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana is a government-backed saving scheme designed to benefit the girl child. It is available for girl aged 10 years or younger. A parent or the guardian can open 2 accounts under the same scheme, one for each daughters. Okay, just a minute. So key feature, principal amount invested in the scheme which qualified for the tax deduction. Interest earned on the deposit is tax free. The account is mature after 21 years from the date of opening or upon the marriage of the girl child, whichever come first. This is the conditions or features, bit important, please do remember this. Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana encourage saving for the education and marriage expenses of the girl child, providing a tax efficient long term investment options. So please do remember this one scheme because they are asking. The another one is Pradhan Mantri Vaya Vandana Yojana. So a pension scheme specifically designed for the senior citizen age 60 and more. Under this scheme, pensioner are assured guarantee interest of 8.3% per annum on investment. The features, scheme is lock-in period of 10 years. Principal amount invested in qualified tax deductions आपका investor qualifies for the tax deduction also, the whatever in आपका principal amount you are having there, interest earned in whatever amount you made in, like if a senior citizen making investment in this scheme, so that will be eligible for the tax deduction. There will be no taxes on that amount. Interest earned in tax free, even when you are getting some return, so that return will be also tax free, making it attractive options for the आपका senior citizens and for the tax savings and all. Some sections आपका like section 54 and section 54F and आपका EC, ठीक है. So exemption on sale of house property on purchase, just a minute. So purchase from another house, ठीक है. So first section 54, exemption on sale of house property on purchase of another house property, ठीक है. Let's say you have a house, you sell this particular one and with this you purchase a new one, ठीक है. आपने एक नया बड़ा घर खरीद लिया, ठीक है. तो whatever sale value that will help you, section 54 will help you आपका to avoid the taxes long term capital gain आपका in expense of this particular one. So let's say we have a long term capital gain of आपका 10 lakh in this, we have invested that particular one to buy a bigger house, so that will be adjusted in this. Exemption of capital gain on sale of any asset under house property, the above section is available when there are capital gain from the sale of long term assets other than आपका home property. The entire sale consideration is invested and not only capital gain to buy a new residential house, ठीक है. This is about capital gain, this is about the entire amount, ठीक है. So let's say here we have a capital gain of आपका 50 lakhs that we utilize to buy a new house, section 54. Here आपका 50 lakh plus 1 crore आपका value, 1 crore 50 lakhs, that entire amount we have invested, so we'll use section 54F. Exemption of आपका sale of house property on reinvesting in specific bonds आपका, ठीक है. Exemption is available under the section 54E, which capital gain sale of the first property invested in this 50 lakhs. The money invested can be redeemed after 5 years. So here basically the capital gain you are investing in some आपका approved securities or government bonds and all, that will also give you some sort of आपका exemptions, ठीक है. Next one we have tax for gift आपका, ठीक है. So it is 50,000 and above, ठीक है. If you receive a gift worth rupees 50,000 and above, ठीक है, so that will be considered income and will be that will be accounted for the आपका taxes purpose under the other sources, ठीक है. It should be हाँ, it is आपका other sources. तो and I guess it is 30% tax rate is there. If individual receive any sum of money without consideration of monetary gift आपका, it will be subject to tax under the following condition. Sum of money is received without any consideration, means आपका there is no family relation in others, these kind of things, ठीक है. Aggregate value of money is receiving 50,000 and above, ठीक है. So if it is 49,999, no tax will be applicable. But if it is 50,000 and above, आपका 50,000 or 5 crores or 50 crores, आपका it is eligible for the taxes. If both the condition are met, the total amount money received will be charged on taxes income under the income from other sources, ठीक है. As eventually as per the tax slab itself, you have to pay the taxes itself, ठीक है. चलो नाउ नेक्स्ट वन, so statement about taxation in India are true. Additional reading material is all about your आपका, that is something आपका which is linked with the case studies and all, ठीक है. And last year they asked question around that one, ठीक है. So this year also there are chances if they keep same label आपका to previous year, then that means it will be at moderate level. And we have areas like आपका time value of money, or we have areas like आपका सम बेसिक इन्वेस्टमेंट टूल्स आपका जैसे रूल ऑफ 72, रूल ऑफ 115 ऐसा, ठीक है, दे आर वेरी सिंपल वन, ठीक है. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस सम मेथड्स ऑफ आपका हाउ वी डू दिस द लैंड कैलकुलेशन मेथड्स एंड ऑल ना, सो दे आर बिट आपका ट्रिकी एंड ऑल. So when it comes to आपका direct taxes can be shifted from one person to another, wrong. Corporate tax is type of direct tax imposed on company profit, right. Next one is आपका GST replace indirect आपका yes. Indirect taxes imposed directly on income आपका wrong. Consumption. Central and state government in India play significant role in deciding आपका taxes, yes. So 235 means option B will be right answer for this particular question. Correct है. हाँ जयदीप सर आई एड नो वरीज, ठीक है. आई हैव ऑलरेडी शेयर वैसे आई दैट मॉड्यूल डी ई in the name of module E I guess I have shared that particular one, that is a link with your module D and E आपका, ठीक है. I'll add in this particular slide also so you can revise with that one, ठीक है. Next one, financial year and assessment year, very simple one. Financial year is the year in which income is earned. Assessment year is the year in which financial year for taxation. Assessment year is the same, no they are not same, ठीक है. Wrong है. Income earned financial year and is assessed and taxed in assessment year, yes true. 1 and 3 A will be right answer for this particular question. डन है. चलो नेक्स्ट वन, रेजिडेंशियल स्टेटस अंडर द इनकम टैक्स एक्ट. रेजिडेंशियल स्टेटस अंडर इनकम टैक्स एक्ट. An individual can be a citizen of India and still be considered a non-resident for the income tax purpose, yes. 150 days in financial year, now it is 182 days, and earlier it was this आपका 160 days or something, ठीक है. 182 days and आपका 365 days, so this is wrong. The third one is Indian citizen 15 lakhs and no tax liability in any other country, yeah. So deemed resident, yes. RNOR, resident not ordinarily resident, is taxed only on income earned in India, not on the global income. A non-resident is taxed on both Indian and foreign income. No, only on Indian income आपका, not on foreign income. So this is wrong. So 134 means option A will be right answer for this one, not D. A is true आपका, B is wrong. B is wrong, ठीक है. श्रीकांत सर, we talk about this ना, it is आपका 182 days and 182 days and 365 days, ठीक है. 365 days in previous 4 years, ठीक है. And this is non-resident are taxed only on income earned in India, in NRI income, like let's say in NRO accounts, ठीक है. The income, let's say they have some rental income or some your आपका capital, some investments आपका और royalty and others, they generally comes under this one, correct है. Next one, important term under the Income Tax Act 1961. So SSC include a person who is liable to pay tax or against whom income tax proceeding have been initiated. Like we are SSC when we file the tax. A person, section 231 include individual HUF and firm only. Apart from this also we have some others like AOP, आपका association of persons, ठीक है, or BOI and others, ठीक है. So they are also included in this, not only these. PAN is 10 digit alphanumeric, mandatory to assess income tax. Yes. 10 is again 10 digit, required by the responsible for detecting this. Correct है. So this is also correct आपका. Next one is TDS ensure tax is collected at source of company by the deductor. Yes, it is a form of advance tax. True. 1345. 1345 means option C will be right answer for this particular one. Very good, guys. So option C will be right answer for this particular one. Next one. ठीक है, चलो. नाउ नेक्स्ट वन वी हैव अदर सर्विसेज, अदर फाइनेंशियल सर्विसेज प्रोवाइडेड बाय बैंक विच इंक्लूड म्यूचुअल फंड्स, इंश्योरेंस, क्रॉस सेलिंग, सोशल सिक्योरिटी स्कीम, डिपॉजिटरी सर्विसेज, पोर्टफोलियो मैनेजमेंट, फैक्टरिंग, other agency businesses. So quick summary. So mutual funds which we have discussed earlier also, and this is something aapka which is very easy one. So you'll definitely see question around the mutual fund, how this work and others, but that is given in detail in your आपका INIFS paper. So I'll not suggest ki go for any video and others. Just go through or just scan the PDF ones. That will help you to make your understanding and practice through the question itself, right? Next one आपका, ठीक है. Apart from this, see type of mutual funds again आपका which is part of your curriculum. Then we have insurance product. Again there was one dedicated unit for the insurance product आपका, ठीक है. Life insurance, general insurance and others. Like different, like under life insurance endowment plans, we have term insurance, money back and pension plan. Endowment basically lump sum on maturity. Term plans आपका at the time of death, or money or maturity or death. Money back regular intervals, people get the money. Pension आपका at the time of retirement. So it is something आपका which comes under the retirement plans. स्कीम लाइक आपका प्रधानमंत्री जीवन ज्योति योजना, ठीक है. सो विच इज़ 18 to 50 ईयर एज ग्रुप, एंड वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट है दिस गेट आस्क्ड. एनरोलमेंट आपका 1 जून to 31 मई एनुअली आपका. इट्स अ काइंड ऑफ आपका जनरल इंश्योरेंस, हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस. बेनिफिट 2 लाख, डेथ ड्यू इन एनी केसेस, ठीक है. प्रीमियम 436. टेंटेटिव आपका is end at आपका 55, and we can have LIC and others through which we can invest, ठीक है. 289 insurance premium is LIC company 289 per annum members. Reimbursement expenses this, and reimbursement appropriation of the premium is okay. So I thought okay, what is the changes, no, this is the feature of this one, but in case of appropriation these are the areas. क्रॉस सेलिंग इन बैंक आपका, ठीक है. व्हाट इज़ द इम्पॉर्टेंस ऑफ क्रॉस सेलिंग? तो कॉस्ट एफिशिएंसी, प्रॉफिट इंक्रीजिंग, ब्रांड लॉयल्टी एंड इम्प्रूव CRM आपका, कस्टमर रिलेशनशिप मैनेजमेंट. इफेक्टिव क्रॉस सेलिंग्स, how we can increase the cross selling, ठीक है. So every day we are doing cross selling only, so this is very easy to understand or relate also. Then we have depository participants, ठीक है. So registered with SEBI offer depository services to investors of financial institutions, custodians, stockbrokers. Investor must interact with the depository participants, ठीक है, for the services like आपका where we are handling securities in आपका डीमेट फॉर्म इन और, ठीक है. ओपनिंग डीमेट अकाउंट, डीमेटलाइजेशन एंड डीमेटलाइजेशंस, ठीक है. वी हैव मेंटेनिंग इलेक्ट्रॉनिक रिकॉर्ड्स, आपका facilitating trade settlements, transferring securities between beneficial owners, receiving electronic credits for the securities from IPO or other allotments, receiving non-cash corporate benefit like bonus, right issue and all, pledging dematerialized securities, freezing demat accounts for debit, और आपका subscription or redemption of mutual funds and all. ठीक है. So all these activities which are generally provided by the आपका depository participants. To open demat account for holding securities electronically, how we can do this, the entire process is mentioned here. PMS, which we have discussed earlier also, and PMS offered by bank. Is there any guidelines? No. Advantages for the customers for PMS. ठीक है. RBI guidelines आपका on factoring services. ठीक है. So we have factoring is kind of a form of bill discounting, where basically we are, as a bank, we are working as a factor. We are discounting the bills receivable of sellers or आपका creditors or exporters. ठीक है. So that is something which is generally part of this one. ठीक है. This we have discussed somewhere. Factoring, forfeiting, na? The differences between factoring and forfeiting. Forfeiting is something where we are having, आपका exporter is having one-time relation with the financer. But in this factoring case, आपका all the transaction of that particular exporter is managed by one bank, and they are discounting those particular one on an open account basis. आपका ठीक है. Next one. Okay. चलो. Now few question. This is the last unit from your module D. So consider the following statement regarding mutual funds. So mutual funds pool money from many investors, diversified portfolio and all. First statement. Okay, first go through this one. Seems easy. ठीक है. तो म्यूचुअल फंड आपका फर्स्ट स्टेटमेंट इज ट्रू. सेकेंड स्टेटमेंट, यूनिट होल्डर्स नॉट बॉन्ड होल्डर्स. AMC, when it comes to AMC, it must be registered with आपका SEBI. Mutual funds are not, they are liquid instruments. ELS scheme under the mutual fund provide tax benefit ATC 1,50,000 true, right? So 135 means option B will be right answer for this particular one. Correct है? Okay. Next one guys. Mutual fund and classification. Equity mutual funds aim primarily for the long-term capital gain. Equity mutual funds, long-term capital gain. Open-ended mutual funds have specified maturity date. No. Close-ended have. Interval mutual funds आपका buying and selling unit during a only specific period आपका. This is true. Debt scheme primarily invest in shares and stock for capital appreciation. No. आपका debt, they are generally invest in आपका bonds and other securities, not in shares and stocks. SEBI mandate categorization of mutual fund scheme into equity, debt, hybrid, solution oriented means आपका your industry specific and all. Other schemes, yes, true है. Children's funds is a solution oriented scheme, बिल्कुल सही. ठीक है, where we are trying to meet some educational expenses and all. Large cap companies are ranked first to 100 based on the market capitalization. This is also true. तो 1 3 5 6 7 1 3 5 6 7 बिल्कुल सही मंजुनाथ सर, 100% true, right? तो option A will be right answer for this particular question. Next one, distribution of mutual funds. Distribution of mutual funds. Bank can earn revenue through the upfront commission ट्रेल कमीशन एंड मोबिलाइजेशन इंसेंटिव एंड आपका कलेक्शन चार्जेस, ठीक है। अपफ्रंट कमीशन मीन्स वट एवर अमाउंट यू आर इन्वेस्टिंग उसका 13%। टेल आपका एट द टाइम ऑफ आपका एग्जिट, ठीक है, व्हेन द इन्वेस्टर इज सेलिंग दोज काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स, ठीक है। So basically as a bank we are selling third party product, so we can have these kind of agreements with the mutual fund, ठीक है। Here it is not about the investor investing in mutual fund, it is about bank as a third party product, we can make these kind of agreement with the आपका AMC or the mutual fund company, ठीक है। It is not about कि as a investor bank is investing in mutual fund, no, this is about कि there is a SBI mutual funds company, that is a separate company, and SBI mutual fund companies mutual funds sold by the SBI bank employees and all, so whatever amount they are selling, so they can have these kind of comparison आपका link with the bank. Second one, mutual fund scheme carry both capital risk and return risk. Yes, your amount invested amount can be zero if that is securities does not work. Educating internal staff about mutual fund is more important than educating external team. Both आपका not only about internal and external, ठीक है, both need to be aware about the risk and return. A trained bank staff act ready-made marketers to distribute mutual fund product effectively. The abolition of entry load on equity schemes has reduced the commission income for bank. We can say this. So 1245 आपका D should be right answer for this particular question. Why you guys are not answering? Insurance sector आपका, ठीक है, insurance sector, and you have to try mark the correct answer. So insurance allow transfer of financial risk from the insurer to the insured. Insurance allow transfer of financial risk from insurer to, it should be reverse आपका wrong है, ठीक है। The second one is health insurance only cover accidental injuries and not, it is about injuries also, ठीक है, illnesses and all, ठीक है। लाइफ इंश्योरेंस इंक्लूड आपका प्रोडक्ट लाइक endowment policy, term plan, money back, yes. Pension plan are a type of life insurance product aimed at retirement planning, yes. Deregulation of has been the scope of insurance business in India has a limited scope. Deregulation has a no, it's a wide scope because Indian market is very vast. General insurance include property, health, car insurance, fire insurance. Yes. So 346 means option D will be right answer for this particular question. Very good, guys. Next one. Read the following statement about the Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Yojana and Pradhan Mantri Suraksha Bima Yojana. Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Yojana, life insurance, cover death of any reason आपका 2 लाख रुपीस, ट्रू है, ठीक है। सेकंड स्टेटमेंट आपका प्रधानमंत्री सुरक्षा बीमा योजना कवर एक्सीडेंटल डेथ आपका एंड डिसेबिलिटी ओनली, this is also true. The annual premium of Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Yojana, no, Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Yojana is how much? 436 na, 436 or 446, 436 what I can recall this one, ठीक है। And for this one आपका for accidental one it is आपका ₹20, प्रधानमंत्री सुरक्षा बीमा योजना 20 and आपका प्रधानमंत्री जीवन ज्योति योजना 436. So that make this statement आपका wrong. Fourth one is maximum entry age for प्रधानमंत्री जीवन ज्योति योजना is 50 years. Coverage आपका till 55, true है. फिफ्थ स्टेटमेंट प्रधानमंत्री सुरक्षा बीमा योजना 2 लाख बेनिफिट आपका इरिवोकेबल लॉस ऑफ डेथ आपका लॉस ऑफ बोथ आईज बेसिकली ठीक है मीन्स आपका परमानेंट डिसेबिलिटी ट्रू है ना यस हाँ एनरोलमेंट ऑफ बोथ स्कीम ऑटो डेबिट आपका 31 मई each years yes if a person hold multiple bank accounts they can enroll pradhan mantri jeevan bima yojana and pradhan suraksha yojana through each account separately no it should be aapka same accounts right so this should be wrong 1 2 4 6 7 5 6 1 2 4 5 6 1 2 4 1 2 4 1 2 4 5 6 option C yes so option C will be right answer for this one. Enrollment is allowed through only one bank account per individual for either scheme आपका चलो next one is about cross selling so cross selling in retail banking so please quickly go through the question. So cross-selling primarily focus on acquiring new customer by offering asset product. No, it is existing customer we are selling. Okay, so exist to existing customer only we are selling our existing product. That is like let's say if a customer having some account with your bank, so based on the credit worthiness of that particular one or the spending uh, capacities or the kind of behavior after understanding the behavior we are pitching suitable product other suitable product to that particular person like mutual fund insurance and others. The cost of cross selling an additional product to an existing customer significantly lower yes 100% true. A robust customer database is crucial for success of the cross-selling strategies and all. Yes, cross-selling incentive are most effective when they are transaction-based rather than the relation-based. It is more based relation-based. Yeah. If you are having good relation, then only they'll buy in of other product. According to the intermediaries, public sector banks in India have extensively implemented integrated cross-selling programs leading to significant asset growth. What do you suggest, guys? Accordingly, international public sector banks in India have extensively implemented integrated cross-selling. This can be right or this can be wrong also. Okay? In reality, we are doing this, but theoretically, आपका what I can expect this should be wrong. Theoretically, huh? Yes. Integrated cross-selling in public sector bank is still nascent stage in India. Yeah. Extensive implementation data is not available. Yeah. But actually, in reality, it is आपका where we are like mostly work having targets apart from those traditional products and all right. So that is the case. But we have to remember आपका kind of theoretically for these examination. Demat account and select the correct combination. To open Demat account for a share held jointly with another person, a single account is any one person name can be opened. No, this is wrong. A minor can be a joint holders in this, but account must be operated by the guardian until minor attain maturity. Third one is freezing Demat account prevent the both credit and debit of securities during the freeze period, like IPO, while we apply the IPO and all. Restricting transfer of this and all, right? When the investor close Demat account with one DP, all securities must be sold before transferring to another DP. No, not necessarily. We can transfer आपका to others one. You do not have to sell those one. Depository participants required to maintain record of all transaction instructions received from the players hypothesis in this yes true. So 235 means आपका option C will be right answer for this particular question. ठीक है, चलो यस ओके. नाउ द फाइनल वन इज आपका एडिशनल रीडिंग मटेरियल्स आपका, ठीक है. सो I'll compile this particular one. Just allow me half an hour. So I'll summarize the content and आपका the notes, the relevant notes आपका, ठीक है. So next session we will be starting with this one only, because there are some आपका application based or some core numericals and all, basic numericals, not that tough, ठीक है. But हाँ, if you'll go through those particular one once आपका, so they'll help you out in your upcoming examination. It is not necessarily कि they can ask you multiple, but हाँ, so first your priority should be the core areas of the subject, then it comes to the additional. So we will be discussing those particular one in next session, ठीक है. By 8:30 it will take half an hour, ठीक है. So 8:30 आपका I'll be sharing this particular one, ठीक है. So I'll compile D and E both and you can go through that one, ठीक है. So last year actually आपका जयदीप सर, actually the problem was earlier before to previous session this paper used to be very easy, ठीक है, one of the easiest one. But last year they made आपका, they asked statement based question. People preparation was very आपका least. That's why everyone found this particular paper tough. What I can suggest you, the paper label will be similar to your PPB things. Means that full of statements and all. There will be आपका 4 to 5 questions, 4 to 5 question or max to max 5 questions around the numericals. Means overall 10 marks आपका, ठीक है. Rest it will be theoretical and application based. So accordingly you have to आपका process or you have to follow this particular one. That will be right strategy in that case. ठीक है जयदीप सर. And anything else guys? ठीक है, तो टेंशन नहीं लेना है. द एक्चुअली देर वॉज सम नोशन अराउंड दिस वन कि भैया RBWM इज लाइक आसानी से हो जाता है. उन्होंने टफ बना दिया. हम भी ये बोलते थे कि आसानी से हो जाता है, 70 मार्क्स 80 मार्क्स ले आओगे एक हफ्ते में पढ़ने से. बट इवेंचुअली व्हेन इट कम्स टू द एग्जाम they drastically changed the आपका entire things. It was full of statement and application based. So that's why that is the issue. Why people they get scared of this subject now. ठीक है, चलो. तो I'll do share this particular one just after half an hour. Just allow me half an hour and not here. Numerical topic no, like one is आपका profitability. When it comes to numericals, module A profitability. One is around the NPA, ठीक है. These two case studies for 2 marks, आपका 4 marks ये हो जाएंगे, ठीक है. From the additional reading material, we last year they asked rule of 72 also, ठीक है. And rule of 72 जानते हैं ना, how long it will take to double your investment वाला, ठीक है. And triple आपका rule 115. One question was based on time value of money inflow divided by 1 plus r की power n. 2 questions about the land valuations and आपका the how we do the valuation of property and all ना. So वो that is the part, ठीक है. तो definitely first tomorrow we'll be starting with that only, ठीक है. कल का हम वहाँ से अगर मैं उनको आपको स्टार्टिंग में करा दूंगा ना, people like they have something fear कि वो उन्हीं पे आपका रह जाते हैं. तो that's why I left this particular one. Paper was not that tough last year. The notion around that paper ना कि यार भैया ये तो बहुत आसान होता है, मतलब हम सोच के चलेंगे ये तो बहुत आसान है, जब देखा सिस्टम में बड़े बड़े स्टेटमेंट्स तो सब गड़बड़ हो गया. तो दैट इज द कोर गेम, ठीक है. PPB सिमिलर टू दिस विल बी सिमिलर टू अ PPB ओनली, ठीक है. ठीक है. व्हाट यू विल गेट वेयर मैम. अनीता मैम, व्हाट यू वांट, कैन यू प्लीज एक्सप्लेन. क्या आप कहाँ पे क्या मिलेगा बोल रही हैं. वेयर विल गेट दैट, व्हाट यू विल गेट वेयर मैम, कैन यू प्लीज आंसर. चलो I'm signing off for the YouTube people, ठीक है. And Anita ma'am, I'm waiting for your answer. Please do let me know. I'll see you tomorrow guys at 6 p.m. We'll be doing one marathon session starting with numericals